again. We've got another few elbow rolling techniques or elbow techniques for you today. We're going to start with what I call the rolling elbows. Now this, if you did get through the rhino section, that's where you're going to really use a battering ram sort of thing. Great for little kids. This is more advanced. Now this is where you're really going to be able to apply this type of stuff against grapplers, against guys that are now trying to get hold of you. There's a couple ways. Standardly right here, if we have somebody that's female, okay, this is a position where people push down and manhandle somebody around in this position. In grappling, it's the same thing. They may not have their thumb hanging over here, or they may, okay? But usually they're bringing that position down to here because he's trying to get under me, okay? Trying to get in and around, right? So, if we get this, okay, and then you guys will be doing this all the time, like, I just come into people like this, like grab my wrist. Okay? If you give them those wrists, these are great. Now, here's the trick, guys. I'll try to be loud to make sure you guys can hear this. Here's the trick, is that if I try to lift my arms, whether I'm here, okay, whether I'm here, if I try to lift and I'm going against somebody that's equal strength or stronger than me, I'm going to have a problem. This is a strength requirement. If he's holding my arms down, especially in this side bend one, where my shoulders are never going to be able to go against him, just getting over top of this, okay? So what I want to do is I want to not push or push to lift, okay? So stop me from that, okay? If I try to lift here, by the time I did this, okay, he knows what's going on. He could preload this and just shoot a punch right off that, okay? So if I feel tension, that's when you strike, okay? When you strike, then he's loose, then go for your grappling, right? For this, what you want to do is not lift here, okay? Resist me. See how I'm not getting resisted? I want to bring my thumb back and look at that. He's not like resist, like nothing. He's not done anything. I trap this first one in the rolling elbows. Now, your choice. Either make him, he's got bad wrists, so I'm going to be careful, but I could just take a bow. He's going to go down with me. Here's a nice strike. Here's a nice rhino. Here's all that stuff. He comes back up. Same thing, goes into my shoulder, trap the hand against my forearm, over top. I go down and I get into that rhino where I'm tucking in here. If I was to also just step through his feet, I'll go very careful, okay? And I put this down and I drive forward, he will tell you that this is going to break his wrist at the same time. Now, little tips on these things. So when he's grabbing, okay, thumb's coming in, right? I'm getting a hold here. If I want to get a good grip, I only have to compress here, but what we call this is a trigger finger right here. Well, there's the trigger finger, okay? I'm going to load this thumb with my thumb, okay? I come over. I've got a nice wrist block with the compression here. You can feel that, right? Yeah. But if I add this and I take this thumb and I just go, start to point it towards him, it's like lightning, okay? We often call these lightning locks because it feels like you got hit by lightning. Yeah, if you guys do this, okay, and you go over and you have a partner and he's going like this, see how I let go? Yeah. If he doesn't let go, or if your partner keep holding on with this, okay? He's going to injure, especially if your thumb's around. Yes. Okay? If I snap. So do this very slow, very slow. Okay, so we've got this here. This first one. Brings it in, traps the hand, thumb to the index finger. Okay, as you're sort of just dipping your elbow to your waist, point my finger up. Just take that point. Okay? Yeah.
It's very ginger.
Doesn't
take a lot of force at all.
Okay, so it's simple. Boom, here, trap, good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't take much, guys, at all. Second one we're going from, okay, so we went here, came in, so you can see it that side. Shouldn't make a difference. See that wing tucking into my armpit?
His angle of his elbow,
that's the
key.
key.
Guys, over the top of my arm is really important.
And return this position, call this the Dracula. So this is one rhino that we didn't actually talk about because it's usually involved in a trap, and we're trapping them and going in for the bite. All right, gotta take some blood. All right, so we're here. The second one, I'll do it both sides right here, is where I've come over, I'm gonna then drop that Fuchs out. Okay, drop it in, lay into that pillow. I'm going to draw back here. Now, I like to grab that opposite hand, and I just slide out. There's the elbow. He's grabbing here. It looks like this. So roll in. So I come out. Boom. Okay. As I'm in here, takes them right through. One more time from this side. Elbows in. There's that first. I'm being nice, right? But there's that first hit. Boom. Gather, grab, drive whichever of your elbows you like. Okay? So he's in. Thumb to the shoulder. Over. Good. Now if he trapped here, he first would break the wrist.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he Fuchs out. So bring it in. There. Now your arm's in here. Okay. And all you do is drag this all the way out through the wrist. Boom. So that's a good thing. So he's clearing. And when he's gathering, that's what it is. Boom, right there. You see that? So I'll turn this angle a bit. So you see it? Right. Boom. Here. Boom. Right in. That's what he wants.
Natural motion too,
Good.
guys.
1, 2. Boom. Right in. Go the opposite way from that. Gather. Boom. Good. Again, if you could trap and clamp that arm at the same time. Here. So as this is going, boom. And what I would do, again, is uproot their balance, right? So as I'm coming in, we're going here. I'll go the opposite way so you can see the camera. So as I'm coming in here, thumb middle finger, okay? I'm pulling through, and I can yank them right into it. Okay? So any one of those work. They're fantastic drills. Excellent. One more. For your grapplers that want to get into, take it into a grappling, there's not so much, it's sort of in between street grappling, what I call street boxing. So the same idea, I'll go with my left side today. Boom. As I come here, there's that Fuchs out, okay? But as I do this, you'll see this in the speed bag video section that we have. This is your double. It goes 1, 2, okay? Be very careful if he doesn't have headgear on this one, okay? So I'm up high on this, still in my armpit. I'm gonna snap down, okay? And then I'm coming under, hooking, all right? As I hook, I bring them down, stretch that leg out. Here's strike number 1, not done yet, okay? Pass the head under, Muay Thai, number 2.
Beautiful. Really nice.
If he stands up and comes back after that, get the hell out.
He's got a hard head.
He comes up with that crazy smile. It's time to get the hell out. Yeah. Okay, so he's here. Good, good. Snap, gather, okay? And he's got the arm, this leg. So go with that leg, go with this leg. Okay, if he comes up here, and just with this leg coming through, I can roll the punch or I can defend with this shoulder.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just like
Natural
your
motion, yeah.
If he comes here, much harder, and then he's going to spin me, reach back and drive again. All right?
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
Nice.
So it's here again. I'm doing it. We've got 1. We're going to snap through 1, 2. Okay? Practice, you may not want to add that elbow yet. Just get into the wrap. Okay? If you're doing jiu-jitsu, you won't be able to. Here. Boom. Other option is I could stuff down here, step back, and this throws him onto his back if I wanted to. Okay? So, and again, 1, 2, and strike, pass. So guys, that's the first one of rolling elbows. So this is what we call an outside rolling elbow. This is very effective if I'm driving, as I'm driving him backwards, and he just steps back. Now you can bat wing it if he's driving me backwards here. Okay? As I step back, it's really nice. Right? Using the environment. Okay? Anything you can. If I happen to be here. Okay? So I've got you pinned up here. Guys, got somebody against the wall. The same thing works. Okay? If I need additional strength, thumb and rib. Okay? This now gives me that pull power. There's that battering ram if I needed it. If this happens to be a wall or a ledge like this, I want to use that. Boom. Here. Right? The brick wall. Let's go. All right, good. So he's here. All right.
Same principle.
John Pan. He brings it even there. That's it. Good. He comes through with the wrap, and then boom, but drive me. So when you're here, when he's here, here's what another point. So when I'm going over, all right, I'm gonna be pinned up against something. So for you guys that are pinned up against the walls, you know how you slip out. So you want to shrimp your hips out. Okay. So you want to hip escape out here. Then he's out. Make it clear. Okay. Yeah. Similar to like like a whizzer, things like that. All right. Boom. So get that hip, get this leg out. There we go. And not that you go all the way out, you stay along the wall. Okay. So drive and use that power to drive their faces or whatever.
Okay, so step back. Step
there. So you can see, I mean, this is new. The techniques are not new to them. They're actually new skills right here.
Absolutely.
But there's very similar. You see, whatever it's jiu-jitsu, chana, anything grappling, hapkido, you all have the same stuff.
Go with what works for you, what you're comfortable with. You know, this is a really new technique for me. I've not done this before, but I love it a lot. This is going to work for me.
Wow. That's a brutal strike.
Beautiful. Super easy grappler here, underhook right there, guys. I mean, wrestlers, that's really simple. It's basic self-defense. This is a really nice technique.
And just remember, if you're doing this, ladies, your strongest thing here,
high elbow.
Okay, when I'm coming over, is actually your butt.
Yeah.
Use your butt. So don't step back. Use your butt like you're gonna sit.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what you want to do. Sit down into it, and they will come right in. Okay? Yep. If anything happens, you still have your knees. If I have to ground somebody, it's wet right now, so I'm not gonna do it. But a simple move here where I'm passing him through, so he can tell you that I can put him onto his back right now, and then finish him.
Yeah, very easily.
Doesn't
This
take
is the strongest part of your body
position,
too.
angle, and movement.
Use gravity. Use the strongest part of your body. You know, if you're ripping somebody, hicking them down. Don't just use your upper body. You're not going to muscle people, especially if they have it against the wall like that. So use your technique. It's really important.
Power. Okay, strength is going to come from upper body. A lot of people have a lot of strength. Okay, power comes from your hips. A lot of people say it comes from your feet. It does generate from the feet up, but it's the hips that have to initiate the feet. Okay, and get your power. Power is timing, rhythm, distance, coordination, all coming together at one time. We just did this first one here, which was your outside rolling elbow. Okay? The opposite to this is our inside rolling elbow. All right? So on this one, similar to the way I went here to tuck and over, this one here goes to my ear, so like my collarbone here. So I'm gonna go collarbone right there. All right? Then from here, I'm gonna either wrap or clear the hand. Okay? So I'm going here, boom. First one, remember we trapped. Second one, there. Third, through. So you can see us adding our stuff into
Watch
here.
his step here too, guys. He's actually stepping in when he's striking here.
Right. So whenever I want to put a rhino in, all right, if I'm doing this, I would be going through. There's that rising. Okay? Here's that slap when I was showing you. And then I drop it. Boom. Add a little pull, and he's in real trouble.
Yes, sir.
So it's again, I'll go through this one. It's in, it's up, through, of course, or it could be up through. Sorry, he felt that one. Okay, so up through, open, boom, and pull him around. Bam, here across, okay, and as I've got him, I'm just bringing this to my hip. Doesn't take anything.
No.
So that's the breakdown of it. Let's have him try it. Okay, so thumb to the collarbone. Good, very nice. He's just step between my feet. Okay, even if I miss, there's that side hit, and then he just comes back through. And now as he comes back through, pull, it puts me on my heels. And if I'm on my heels, I can't get balance. No calves are being used anymore. So that's what you want to do. Get them onto their heels. One, open, boom, through. Good. As I'm doing it, from here.
Pull your arm on the last.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's here. 1, 2. Again, these can be dangerous if you guys are, so be careful. 2, boom, that's it. All day, every day.
Yes, sir. Keep it simple, guys. Don't make it too flashy. This is simple stuff, right? So
One
step,
more,
elbow,
boom,
clear.
boom.
It's helping me as I'm clearing that. As I clear, I'm grabbing that wrist. It's helping me because now I'm already here, coming through. Boom.
And all you have to do, you don't have to think of really pulling the wrist. When he's doing it, if he goes up, and as he opens, he grabs the wrist. Now, as this starts going, he just wants to put this onto his thigh. That's the You don't even have to pull.
Same thing, hips.
Hips will do the work for you guys. Anchor him to you. One more time like that. Up, in, anchor. Like this. Good. Try this angle again. So you see it. Up. Boom. Okay. You went across here. Do the same one you did. So we're going to get that right. Up. Bang. Boom. That's it. Very, very nice. So that's the second one. Oh, wait a sec. We still have more.
Yes, sir.
So, for you grapplers, same idea. This one I like a lot, so watch this one. Step in deep, okay? All right? I'm going over his shoulder with my elbow, coming in and tucking under the armpit and scooping up, okay? Now, depending on him, he may try to spaghetti out.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter because I still have here, and I'm bringing this in, okay? Once I've got this, I've got a couple shots going in here, okay? Leg peg is a really nice thing. All I do is step my leg through, see how my heel's there, and all I do is take this hand, bring it to this pocket, and I can take him down. Of course, we're not going to throw him right now.
Beautiful.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So it's here. 1, 2, 3.
Beautiful.
All right? Again, this hand going underneath his head under here. We'll throw him on his back. Okay? We'll do that when we get to the grappling stage for you guys. Right? So, he's going here. Do it one more time. Right? So, we're in. Let's see it from, right here. 1. Over. I could smash right through, give him whatever as I'm going through. Just driving that forearm in.
Do you aim for that?
I just, basically one of the things that I use as a principle that people, if you're trying to get hold of me, okay, as I'm going, I'm always taking over the center. So if you're getting a hold of me here, see how I've got that center? He's turning back on me, trying to get a hold, okay? And I control that center. It's the same thing with your locks. As we're coming in, right? Here, boom. If I want to control, I'm going to be still going through his center. So I'm going through him as I'm going. Going with it, okay? Moving him. Keeping him off balance as much as possible.
My balance and my posture.
Right?
Beautiful.
All right, so he's going up the middle. Boom. In. Wrap. Good. Wraps the arm. Now this is where you get the tight guys. He got a nice position. If you get this beautiful position right here, okay, he throws this through like it's an uppercut, come up a little higher. Ooh. This is beautiful, okay?
I can feel
now,
it. Yeah.
he can go across, he has this hand, pull this across, over grip my forearm. Now, above the elbow, try to get it right in. Now let go with that hand. This is where,
you guys have brothers?
Tap.
You guys have brothers you mess with? Sorry.
Oh.
Wow. That's crazy.
Old man shoulders, man. I can talk the talk.
Well, the same way, guys. I got a scar here. Oh, man.
Oh my God.
Beautiful. That's really cool.
Yeah. So again, I'll let you do it. Okay. So it's in.
Step
1. Yeah, through. Under. Pass the hand.
Okay.
That's it. So as you're doing it, that's nice. So as I'm going right here, through. This could be hitting too, right?
Okay.
Pass the hand. There's the lock. He's got a straight arm. If his arm was like this, so if I got it, so it just depends on whether I hold the shoulder or I end up getting the elbow. If you get the elbow, this comes across, this goes here, right? This then can take him back. Oh yeah. That bent arm one though, so when you guys first practice, probably do a straight arm first.
Be careful with that one.
To get the bent arm, if you want the bent arm, it's just a matter of he's here. When I'm going here, rather than just hooking for the arm, say I was saying through the armpit, which is easier because this is safer, it's not as pretty, but if he tries to snake out, I've got his arm.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The difference is if I can sort of slide back, catch my elbow or my wrist to his elbow, then it comes through for me. All right? You got strikes, and all you do is back up and strike. Back up. Because he keeps running around the circle. All right, so that's the second one, rolling elbows. All right, cool. So hey guys, we're back. You saw a little thing. We're just playing around, and this, guys, is exactly the way I grew up training, and that I don't see anybody doing anymore. Now that MMA's come in, it's become this like steal people's moves and learn, like just hide out and figure stuff out. Don't share. We need to get back to sharing. That's what self-defense was about. Back when I was growing up with Black Belt magazine, we always used to get together with different masters. We'd have the gathering of the masters. We need to do that. Boxing still has that community.
Yes, sir.
But MMA has gotten into this thing where it's becoming a little pit bull.
There's ego.
Yeah. Jiu-Jitsu, I feel, has a good community. It's gotten into a good community, and they're helpful now too. So they play. Guys. This is the idea. The Jiu-Jitsu say they play Jiu-Jitsu. That's what you need to do. Get in and play. Don't hurt the guys. Don't do stuff silly. Just get in and
you got to be a good training partner. If you can't train, if you can hurt somebody, you can't train with them, you're not a good training partner. You can't learn. You got to be there every day to grind. One thing also I'd like to mention, MMA is a sport, right? You're in a controlled environment. We're working outside of a controlled environment. We don't have pads, we don't have a referee, we don't have a cage here. We're working on guys trying to really self-defend each other, right? Really hurt somebody. This is all about practicality, real self-defense, hurting somebody, getting away, getting out.
The art of violence.
The art of violence.
All right, so this next one, I'm going to give you this one. I'm going to save another two for you guys when you sign up for the membership. Okay, they're getting a little violent, and I don't think that they should be on standard YouTube.
Yes, sir.
All right, this one you'll see it's very similar to my kicking style. This is a double impact, similar to what I was saying with those elbows. When we do doubles, we come through. If he's got a guard up, he's guarding. Way of coming through that guard that I can really destroy somebody.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I can take their arms out, boom, drive through, tuck them in, do whatever if I need to, put those elbows into everything.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this one is a double impact. There's two motions going together. One is the smashing elbow, okay, and we're going to use that hard section of your. So you want to turn your thumb in, okay. In and out, like this. And I'm going to hit with this impact. I'm aiming to smash the collarbone, okay? I want to be in here. I'm going to smash the collarbone. From here, I'm going to, depending on which side I'm hitting, but I'm still going to direct my power through a line that's right here, the center line of their body.
You're shooting for
right. The other angle I'm taking is as I'm going in, I'm taking over his center. But at the same time, I'm driving to whatever his height is, okay, distance behind the ground. So this is getting a little technical. So if he's here, look at his height, I'm aiming to about right here. Now, that's if he's in a flat stance. If he's in a fight stance, okay, I look where this triangle comes together. This goes out to here, this goes out to here. When I just simply aim anything, if I'm just here and he's in that stance, okay, I'm here, I angle myself, and I push towards that spot, he has no balance, okay? So this is upsetting somebody's center, which you can look at my center line principle video, okay? So this is going in. As I'm coming, I'm hitting with a Fuchs out. Heavy body, boom, right here. The moment of impact, I don't lift up, I drive through using that edge of this bone to slice. So as I go here, it's a heavy body. I'm dropping my weight.
His whole body's into the guys.
And okay?
Wow.
Now, you have to be very careful with this.
Yes.
Okay? The collarbone is very weak. And if you smack that, break that collarbone, this shoulder just drops right out. Okay? So, body in, cut through. Right? I'm going to do it very light. Okay? I'm going to do it more to his shoulder.
It's bone on bone.
Yeah. So he's actually feeling me hit that bone.
Yes.
Okay?
You guys can't see that. I can feel it.
I'm going to move it here to his shoulder. Okay? So I'm hitting
just
here.
Softer.
Boom. And then I'm going to, just so you can feel it. Okay? And it doesn't take much from me, but you can see how that generates through.
That's a lot of force, guys.
I haven't even put the hip in yet. This is what we call floating strikes. And as we get into floating strikes, you guys have seen that 1 inch,
Seriously punch.
3 inch, This is the next level.
Yes,
Okay,
wow.
floating strikes, and I'm hitting with bone. Nothing on this is going to get hurt.
Bone
I
on
promise
bone.
you. Right? I can drive this same technique, and as we get into this, I'll take you through all the elbow crushing positions that you can hit. So we got one, we got in here, we've got this, all doing the same cutting motion, but also very good as bridges.
Yes, sir.
All right. So as we're coming through, if I'm going here, I'm aiming. So that elbow's in. Boom. I'm going to go through the line of my elbow through his body. So it's going and it's opening the door for me.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
Once again, I'll go light. So I'm just going to go out to the shoulder here. I'll do it lightly here. But see that? This is where I want. That's that impact spot. Boom. And then I drive through. So this is the thing. So go. This is very common where people make a mistake. Go here. I'll go. See how he's barely moving me?
Yeah.
Okay? When he lands, he wants his weight down. Okay? Boom. Okay? Still. See where? Okay, right here. Go here. He lands. What he's doing is sliding.
Yeah.
Okay? What I'm doing is I'm driving you through.
Gotcha.
You're not coming up. You're down. Boom. You're through.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And it's just that slicing that does
And,
everything.
and you're trying to aim for that down point kind
Yes.
of thing? Okay.
Your elbow still. You're
So
still
it's not
going,
just
boom.
shooting through, it's actually
You're not
aiming.
sliding.
Okay.
Okay? You're going right through. This is to make the impact. Boom. That. Even if he didn't. Now, I'm still. I am sliding, but I'm not sliding this way.
Yeah.
I'm sliding. I'm driving this hand
That's
to level the level of my elbow, and by doing that, it's driving them back. It's like when we have blades, and if I just use a straight arm, okay, I can cut them like this. This could do a cut, right? But if I let the belly of the blade go through,
Try and chop the arm off.
okay, it comes
Yeah.
through. That's the concept. I'm hitting, and I'm like sawing through that collarbone as I'm driving forward.
Ah, different.
So it's
Yes,
the bone does the damage. Yeah.
You're gonna feel these right away.
Yeah.
You're doing it
These
right.
are really good for jiu-jitsu if you want to put somebody else. There. So do you feel the weight was
Yes,
there?
I did. But
You definitely
then
feel
I
it.
went that way, but I gotta go
Right.
down.
So you're here, boom, go forward. That's the idea. Boom, okay? That's a jing. Boom. So jing translates as explosive power. Right? So on that impact, boom, good. Now, you can see this takes a lot of practice, and we'll do this as we go in. And it's very dangerous. This is better to do on your bobs, so we'll get more into it on that. But I'm sinking, okay? I'm sinking. At the moment of boom, impact, it's going, okay? And I'm just touching. I'm just touching the spring. It's the same as our up and overs. Boom. See how you're going up?
Yes, down.
Boom. Use the forearm, the wrist to go forward. Forearm. Good. Better. Okay. Come through. Hit impact here. Drive this part up into through me.
Up or down?
Through.
Through.
So see how you're lifting this?
Yeah.
Through. Don't let your arm absorb. Just boom. That's it. That's the idea. And as you practice that,
Gotcha.
you'll get. If you do it on a heavy bag,
I have
you
to
can do
slow
it on
down.
an angle, right?
Yeah.
You can hit the heavy bag, and then you try to go. The heavy bag will spin really quick if you're doing it right. So you impact, spin, and your hand should, when it's out, the bag should be completely out of your line of movement. It should clear the bag. And you shouldn't feel like there's a lot of strength being done. It's quick, it's timing. That's the idea. So what he's doing right now is a system that he's doing is his footwork right there, and the way he's pushing me in Chinese systems, we call that peng. He springs me off, and he's using his hip. Just, you see these guys like this, right? They're always holding each other's backs and stuff. And this old guy just goes down. All he's doing is just using, I'm gonna do it to you, right? All he's doing is just sitting down and slightly pushing those.
That's exactly right.
That's peng. It's just a show act, guys.
It really is.
But you learn how to use your hips, it's great. Okay, so today we'll do those ones. We'll go in, we'll do a little add-on, we'll do another take on this. And that's why I'm saying the next ones are kind of need a little more attention. So we'd like to be in the gym, because doing them on each other is just going to get us hurt.
It's
right?
sore.
Don't forget that all of these are part of the knife system.
Yes.
Okay, so we haven't even put the blade in our hands, and again, we can't have that on YouTube or we'll get unmonetized. So you have to be in membership for that. All right. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you
Cheers.
so much. Thank you, Greg.
Sure.